Hey, what is up guys? Jack and Matt here with the Toasteros, and today we have the $250 Apex gaming PC.
Let's get right into it, shall we?
Do you need help with YouTube? Are you ready to take the next step and make your channel bigger? Alright, well listen up, I got just the thing for you. It's called TubeBuddy. It's an extension tailored for YouTube and it offers all kinds of tools. One of my favorite is the tag suggester, and another one of my favorite is the best time to upload feature. But that's only to name a few, so go check it out for yourself in the link down below.
So as you can see right here, we actually have the PC already built. That's because we, already built the PC. And how about we go ahead and talk about the parts that make up this PC and why for $250, it is a pretty decent option to consider if you're trying to get into the Apex Legends craze on a really tight budget.
And then went back in time. That's not how this got here. So what we have here is a pretty much all used budget gaming PC. And so we got most of the things that we have here from eBay with a couple of exceptions such as the case and the motherboard, because you couldn't really get those much cheaper than what they are. They're dirt cheap. So for the heart of the system, we have the Athlon 200 GE. It's a Ryzen platform, so this actually is an upgradable system. Now, for granted, this is just a Asus A320 motherboard, so the upgrade path is a little bit slim. You can't really do any overclocking. So obviously you can get this new for about 60 bucks, but if you want to go used, you can get them for about $50 on eBay. So here we have the Asus Prime A320MK. This is a micro ATX motherboard. Like I said, it supports AM4 and it's only $45 brand new. And for the graphics card, we have a RX 560. This is a 2 gig model. And you can get them for between like $40 to $50, you know, really cheap option, and they're still a pretty decent card.
Now for RAM, we have kind of a weird configuration going on right here because this is what we had on hand, but this is an 8GB kit of 2400 megahertz dual channel. Now yes, Ryzen does benefit from faster memory, so if you can get better deals on faster memory, it would be a good option to go that route. But since we're doing a really cheap budget used build using stuff we have lying around, this is the RAM we're going to be using, 2400 megahertz, 8GB of RAM, DDR4. If you do end up buying RAM like this used, we've actually found on eBay you can get some mixed sticks or just random kits of memory for about $30 on eBay, so that could save you a lot of money when doing a budget build. SSDs are really cheap nowadays for 120 gigabytes, which that's what this one is. You can get around $19 to $20 for like a Kingston drive. This one we got on eBay for around $17. It's a decent option, pretty fast, and will be good enough to make our system run nice and snappy in Windows 10. As for the case, we have the FBMX1 from Roswell. This is a budget case you can get for around $24.99, and it comes with a nice little side panel here so you can see inside your case, and this is a basic 300 watt power supply. You can go with something like the EVGA 300 watt or whatever one you can find on hand. Used, they go for around $19.99, $20. Sometimes you can get even better deals on EVGA B stock. We highly suggest you check that out. And as you can tell with this side panel, that means there's opportunity to make this thing look really nice. And for that, we have a budget RGB strip that you can get for really cheap prices, sometimes around $11 to $12 on eBay. There's so many different ones you can get. Sometimes it'll take forever to get to you, but you know, these do the job, and we're gonna kind of put this thing together and make this, mismatched PC build look nice and beautiful. China. I already cut myself.
Oh my God, you gonna bleed on everything now?
you all can see from the title of this video, we actually are focusing this budget PC on being an Apex Legend gaming PC. Now I'm actually running around, the settings are actually on pretty much low everything, running at 1080p medium setting for ragdoll for some reason. Let me drop that to low so we can just get a good idea of how low this can get at 1080p. But running around, you get upwards of about 55, over 60 FPS sometimes, running around with all VSync and everything turned off. My teammates probably hate me right now because I have like no audio playing this game. But Apex Legends is a really popular battle royale game right now, and honestly has become a game that Jax and I have played a lot. And running around right now at over 60 FPS, all those settings, 1080p with this $250 computer is actually really respectable. If you did want to get a little bit of a better quality boost, you could raise some of the textures up to like medium settings, but have the sacrifice of dropping into the, well, I don't know, 40s or 50s more often. But running around low settings right now, it's actually performing really well, and maybe I'll get a kill. Obviously, this is not the best case scenario for this game, but the main idea behind this PC build was, well, Apex Legends is such a popular game, might as well go out and try to build one of the cheapest PCs that we can to get you into playing Apex Legends. And this thing is very upgradable. You can upgrade the processor from the Athlon to, let's say, a Ryzen 3 or Ryzen 5 CPU. You could slap in a better GPU into a PC like this, and there's pretty much a lot of different things you can go with. Maybe I can hit this guy from like 2 miles away. Alright guys, so as you can tell, this thing performs pretty well at 1080p, albeit at low settings, but most people actually end up playing at low settings to get the most possible frame rate, even on some high-end PCs, especially the pros when you're trying to get the most possible frame rates. But this PC can handle it at over 60 FPS, which for a $250 PC is pretty respectable.
And so literally, if you can just afford an extra like $50 to $100, you could do something like a Ryzen 1200, or even go second gen and do something like a 2200G. And then I really suggest, as far as the graphics card goes, if you can literally spend an extra 20 or 30 bucks, you can get a 570 or even a 580.
And if you do those upgrades, this PC will be a 1080p high settings gaming PC, and it would be a night and day difference. So if you just want to get started with Apex Legends, be sure to check the links in the description down below to the parts that we did use for this build. It's probably not going to be identical because some of these parts were used from things that we had on hand, but we'll do our best to direct you in the right location. And well, this PC is, I'm very happy with it.
Great.
So thank you guys again for watching this video. If you haven't done so already, consider liking the video, subscribing, and checking out all our social media accounts if you're interested in that sort of thing. And hopefully we will see you all in the next PC build video.
Peace.